When many beginners pick a genre for their first game, it's usually something trendy like a massive MMO or a battle royale, like Fortnite but with more players. And that's one way to burn out after a few years of pain. Today I'll show you how to choose a game that you can finish. And the number one rule that trumps everything else is that you should be making a game that you genuinely enjoy creating and that you already know inside out as a player. Because without passion and deep knowledge of what makes that genre good, no trend will save you. So in this video, you'll learn why your personal enjoyment and expertise should be your top priority. A quick 2025 to 2026 trends snapshot, just enough to avoid disasters. 2 super simple ways to pick a genre that put you first. And here's the truth that most advice skips. The absolute biggest focus should be creating a game that you enjoy making and you're already an expert at playing. And why is that? Because I've seen devs chasing hot genres like horror and roguelites without the passion, and their games feel soulless, and they rarely finish them and they rarely sell well. Passion and player knowledge equals motivation to polish and intuition for quality. That's your unfair advantage. Trends, well, treat them as a filter, but don't base your decision on them. And let's have a quick look at what is moving right now on Steam in early 2026. Rising strong are narrative and story-driven games. That's a huge surge of those. Simulation and management games. Horror, that's still spiking, and especially co-op horror. And then you have idle, incremental, and clicker games. That's the golden age for beginners. And you have cozy games, exploded since COVID, and it's still climbing. And then you have your rogue-like and rogue-lites. They're steady winners. So still hot are co-op games. They're shareable, memeable, they're replayable. Think Lethal Company vibes. More crowded and tougher are pure action shooters, open world games, and side-scrollers without a twist. So what is my point? Saturated genres need to be remarkable. But again, only chase these if they overlap with what you love and what you know. Otherwise, you make a mediocre version of a game that nobody cares about. You don't need weeks of analysis. You can do this in under 1 hour. You could go to the Steam store in incognito or private mode, check out new and trending and top sellers, spot indie hits with tons of positive reviews, read the top reviews, and why do people love it. Second, Google indie game trends on Steam 2025 or 2026, skim 2 to 3 recent articles. And third, go to VG Insight, use the free tier there and select the indie tag and see real competitors' revenue estimates, tags, and reviews. This will show you supply and demand gaps, but use it after picking something you enjoy. It's a sanity check, it's not your starting point. And next, let's look at 2 methods that you can use to actually nail your genre. Method 1, if you're creative, draw 3 circles, and this will be a Venn diagram. In the first one, you put what you're good at. It could be a game engine, art style, could be mechanics or genres that you've prototyped a lot. Second, what you enjoy playing and making, so genres that excite you as a player. And third, what could make you money and what has a broad appeal, what's visually hooky and what's remarkable and fun, but this is the least important one. The overlap is your sweet spot here. Cut anything that you don't love and you can pause the video right now and do it and put your passion first. The second method that you can use if you're more analytical is to make a quick table. Put genres down the left side and then score from 1 to 5 on market potential from your quick research, your tech skills, your designer and player knowledge skills, and this one is crucial. How well do you understand what makes it good? And then finally, time and effort needed. Add these up and the highest score wins, but veto anything that's below 4 on the enjoyment and knowledge column. Both methods led me to my platformer, Unfair Rampage Nightfall. They'll guide you too, with passion as the non-negotiable. Bottom line is, pick a game that you love making and know as a player. This gives you stamina to finish and intuition to make it great. Trends help you avoid obvious pitfalls, but they never replace passion. Your first game should be simple and scoped to your skills and fun for you. You've got the right mindset now, so feel free to grab the free Venn and Matrix templates in the description and get started. When you've selected a game genre, check out this video next where I'll show you the success matrix and the 9 things every successful game has. It'll set you on a path to make a game with a higher chance to succeed.